making loud statements and asking countries to listen to the citizens of the world.
Unfortunately, corporations are coming in and trying to force their technology on us. That technology is eroding traditional ways of farming and agriculture.
Zero. Net zero needs nuclear. Net zero needs nuclear.
The time is crucial. We say we need solar, we need wind, we need hydro, and we also need nuclear. And that's why we had the message of youth coming from 28 different countries under one voice.
Power, power for the people. Power for the people.
I've learned the importance of collaboration and finding ways, even in the midst of difficulty, to reach conclusion, to really work together. Because in the negotiations I've been in, it's been really difficult to find and agree on text. And I've seen how the African group as well have grouped themselves in trying to find solutions, because it's really difficult in these rooms with so many countries with differing interests to find consensus. But seeing the power changes as well, I've learned that we are shifting to a new global era where countries are recognizing, particularly countries from the developing world, are recognizing the importance of collaboration and actually stepping up and not just agreeing to what the North has to say.
The UN chief is back in Dubai and on a final push.
We are in a race against time. As I said at the opening of COP28, our planet is minutes to midnight for the 1.5 degree limit, and the clock keeps ticking. COP28 is scheduled to wrap up tomorrow, but there are still large gaps that need to be bridged. Now is the time for maximum ambition and maximum flexibility.
He reminded countries of their responsibilities.
The COP covers many aspects and it depends on the global balance. But a central aspect, in my opinion, of the success of the COP would be for the COP to reach a consensus on the need to phase out fossil fuels in line with a time framework that is in line with the 1.5 degree limit. That doesn't mean that all countries must phase out fossil fuels at the same time. The principle of common differentiated responsibility is applied. But it means that globally, the phase out of fossil fuels need to be compatible with the net zero in 2050 and with the limit of 1.5 degrees in temperature rise.
On the issue of funding, the UN boss had this to say.
Let's be clear. One of the things that is essential is that all commitments made by developed countries need to be transparently implemented. But we will not solve the problems of equity in relation to climate only with climate finance. That is the reason why I've been advocating for reforms in international financial architecture, for effective debt relief mechanisms, and for, as I mentioned today, the increase of capital and the change in business model of international multilateral banks in order to make sure that much more resources are available for developing countries in order not only to meet their objectives in climate action, mitigation, adaptation, but also to address the dramatic financial situation in which many of them are. We cannot separate things. Of course, we cannot expect the COP to solve all the financial problems of developing countries in the world, but it's important that the COP gives a strong signal that those problems, beyond the strict problems of climate finance, that those problems need to be addressed.
Sophie Mugwe, SABC News, COP28 in Dubai.